As promised, I am going to be doing a heel with Argo, so you guys can practice on this week. I think it would be fabulous for you and the missus to be able to walk him appropriately. Remember this, sit, that jump, turn it into a sit. Don't allow him to jump. Sit. Every single time he jumps on you, I want you to put him into a sit, and then this is going to become his automatic opposed to his jump becoming the automatic. Don't push him away from you. Don't even look at him. Don't give him any recognition for the jump, okay? It will peter out, providing we give him a cue he's allowed to do when he's wanting to jump. So as he's beginning to jump, put him in that sit. Good boy. And give him a cue he's allowed to do. Now, moving on to the heel, where sit. Good boy. Yes. We are now moving into the heel positioning. This is not an easy command. It is one of the hardest on the list of commands for advanced obedience. And what it is a very structured, composed walk. And once your dog is in a heeling position, everything else around him pretty much peters out. So we definitely want him to pay attention to you and not all the other action going on. So you see how I put him right into a sit every single time he jumps? Good. Now he barked at me. I was just about to reward him. He's not going to get the reward because he just barked at me. If I were to give him a reward while he's barking at me, then that is endorsing that behavior or promoting that behavior. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Good boy. Yes. So he got rewarded for sitting and he got rewarded for the quiet. So going back to the heel, we're going to take our target hand and we're going to be heeling him on our right hand side. And I'm going to take my target, my hand target. I'm going to ask him to follow it like this. Good boy. Step back. The whole point here is to get him behind our leg and to sit him. Good boy. And the reason I have him so far back is to allow us to walk left, right, front, or backwards, okay? Again, he's coming out of the heel, and this is going to take some time. Sit, because he is a puppy. He's got a lot of growing to do left, and he's going to get there in no time. He's super smart. He is taking on my hand signal. I don't even have to say sit. Good boy. Every time he goes into a sit position, I am rewarding, so that this becomes his automatic. So again, hand target, bring him back. Good, turn him and sit. Good boy, yes. When I take a step going forward, I'm going to make sure to use the leg that he's on. So in this case, it's going to be my right hand leg, and I'm continuously rewarding him for staying next to me. He is not on a leash, and it's super easy for him to just meander and roam around this room, but he's choosing to stay next to me in the heel position, which is absolutely beautiful. Now, to take your first steps, and this is as far as we're going to go with him right now until he has this fluent. Once he is doing this fluently, then we are going to start a lot more components of the heel. Putting back every time he comes out of the heel, putting back into the sit. Good boy. I'm going to sweep my hand and foot at the same time. My lead leg is the leg that he is on. Good boy. And this is the leg. You should always walk him on the same side while in a heel. Now, if it's a pleasure walk, of course, he can walk any which way he would like, but in a heeling position, he needs to stay on the right-hand side, his nose behind the seam of my pant, so that I can move around in any position. Good boy. Back here. Now, our first steps, I am going to swoop my arm, my leg, my hand, and my foot at the same time. And when I stop, Argos needs to sit. Here we go. Yes, good boy. Now, I know we're not teenagers, and bending over sometimes isn't an option like it used to be, especially for me. I've got a terrible back. So my dog's good boy. I put them in a heel. I don't loose leash them. I heel them so that they are always by my side in a maintained position like this. See how he's sitting and staying? His muscle memory is developing and telling him this is the location he needs to be in. Good boy. This way. Okay, now he sat, but he sat to the side. I'm going to reposition because I want this perfect. Good boy, that is much better. Good job. Now he's not staying, I'm going to reposition. So this right here is the biggest battle, right? Getting him into this healing position. That is what we're looking for. Good boy. Okay, reposition because he's sitting to the side. Now, if you're okay with him sitting to the side, I certainly am. I'm a stickler for the heel though. I like it to be perfect. So I am rewarding him because he's just learning this and he is trying super hard to please, okay? And again, because I'm so picky about the heel, I'm not accepting mediocrity, right? I want him to be perfect because he can. He's smart enough to do so. Argos, heel. Good boy. So that's it for this week. Good boy. Free. Make sure that when he is done healing, you free him out of that command. Because remember, in a heel, he needs to stay seated beside you for as long as you're standing there. Sit. There we go. So today we kind of conquered two issues, his jumping and his meandering. Put him in his heel, and when he comes to you, put him in an automatic sit to stop him from that jump. And before you know it, it's just going to be an automatic. He's going to run up to you and sit, opposed to running up to you and jumping. The heel command, hand target, lead him backwards, hand up, sit. Good boy. Now, if he's sitting off to the side, we're going to be okay with that because he's just learning this, and we will shape this as time goes by. Ultimately, we want him lined up with you, sitting right next to you in a straight line, and we will get there with him. I just wanted to get you this video, as I promised, so that you and Mrs. can see what the heel is and how much easier it's going to be for you when you're walking him. Again, a heel is perfect for a heavy foot traffic area, downtown Delray, anytime you need your dog right next to you in a very composed manner. He is such a good boy. I look forward to working with him some more, and he's doing great. Good job.